How long have you been unhappy? Is this something that seems ongoing, like it's never going to end? Too many people just come up from miserable beginnings and are just in a position where they're just unsatisfied with everything that's going on with their life and are so quick to just point fingers at people as to why they're unhappy, as to why they're not getting what they want out of life, as to why they're not where they want to be, as to why they're depressed and they don't want to get out of bed or do anything useful or make a change in the world, impact the world, do something purposeful. And obviously, I've said this before and I'll say it again, but mental health is a real thing. I do understand that, but there's a certain level of accountability that also has to be taken into consideration when speaking about mental health. Right? Oftentimes, the reason why you're unhappy and you're struggling mentally is because of yourself. How are you managing your health? What kind of food are you eating? What are you doing on a day-to-day basis? Are you just lingering in bed, calling in sick, taking days off for no reason? What is your purpose? I think lack of purpose is probably the number one driver in why people are depressed in the first place. And the reason why I say that is waking up and feeling like you have something productive to do and striving to achieve something great and striving to be a better person every single day is going to push you to consistently be in a state of mind where you're fighting to be the best version of yourself. And if that's not the case, then I can understand why people are depressed and unhappy in life, because you're basically living for no reason at that point. If you're a person that struggles to find purpose, you have to figure out, what do you really want in life? Write it down on a piece of paper and read it over on a day-to-day basis and continue to add to that list. And I can understand there's a lot of things that you guys could potentially want, whether it's physical health, you want a family, can't find a decent relationship, struggle to build partnerships that are valuable, consistent, long-lasting. At that point in time, you have to be able to find happiness within and dig deep and understand what you could potentially do to create that happiness within. Because I find oftentimes people tend to just go out and seek this type of pleasure in other individuals in their life. And when they're unhappy, they then go back and point the finger at the individuals that they feel like are making them unhappy. But at the end of the day, we came into this world alone. And we didn't have no type of mental struggle when we came into this world. We weren't even aware that we were born at the time that we were born. A lot of this stuff just comes down to thought and mental toughness. I personally believe that depression is just an extreme sadness. It's temporary if you want it to be temporary. You decide whether you're sad or not. You decide if you're happy. You decide if the things that are driving you to feel this sort of depression are going to bring you down. And that's just my truth and my honest belief. I feel like a lot of people that say that they're depressed, and if you're one of these people, maybe have sought the guidance to come out of this state of mind, but haven't necessarily dug deep within to put yourself in a position where you even have a winning opportunity to come out of this state of depression. And what I mean by that is waking up with a reason and doing things that'll push you towards that reason, doing things that'll make you feel good, doing things that dig deep into your self-discipline. If you wake up and fill your body with garbage, you're most likely just going to feel like garbage. If you wake up and fill your body with fuel and continue to push your body with things that fuel it in a positive direction, you're most likely going to have a positive outlook on life. So give yourself 30 days to do things that you don't regularly do if you're one of these people that are depressed. And honestly, if you're not depressed but you ever feel sad or you're feeling down, it might be a good option for you as well. Maybe start with waking up, getting a workout in, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy. If you're not the most active person, I don't know, try yoga, try something. Personally, I don't think reading books is the best way to go about it, but if that's something that you guys find passionate and that's what gives you purpose and brings you life, try it. For me personally, waking up, going to the gym, coming back, feeling my body with something good, sets the tone for me, sets the day. Today I woke up earlier than usual. Typically I'm up pretty late. And personally, yes, I am tired, but I feel better this morning waking up earlier than I usually do because I dug into my self-discipline. It feels good for me to have been able to mentally tell myself, I'm not going back to sleep. I'm getting up and I'm getting active and I'm starting my day. And I'm out here recording this video, and it's giving me purpose. I'm out here recording this video and it's giving me purpose. It's pushing me in the right direction, because this content stuff is something that I want to do. And sometimes I don't necessarily have the discipline to sit down and record. So considering I got up today and the first thing I did was pick up the camera, I'm already setting myself up to win today. I've already knocked one thing off my list that I want for myself. And because of that, I'm proud. And that gives me a sense of pleasure knowing that I beat the mental hardship of saying I'm going to go back to sleep, or saying I'm going to record tomorrow, by just picking up the camera and recording today. You guys should do the same. I have one piece of homework for you guys. For everybody that's watching this video, whether you think you're the most positive person, whether you think you're not depressed, whether you think you're not sad, down, whatever, lacking purpose, whatever it is, I still have one piece of homework for you. Because no matter who you are, there's always room for improvement. Write a list down of 4 things that you're going to drive yourself to do on a daily basis, from the time you wake up until the time you go to sleep. And these are going to be challenges. These things have to be challenges for you. If they're things that you struggle with, then it's probably a good thing, because it comes down to you understanding mentally that this is not going to be easy. And just like being in an extreme, just like being in a depressed state of mind, it's not something that's easy to overcome. You can't necessarily just get up and be like, hey, I'm not going to be sad. But you can get up and do things that'll push you to be positive. So that being said, write 4 things down that you're going to do on a day-to-day basis that are going to push you in the right direction. And these could be things of different difficulties for you. Me personally, I don't necessarily find importance in waking up super early. But if I decide that's something I'm going to try doing, and it's something that I want to do, and I do it, and I accomplish it, it's pushing me in a positive direction. So it could be things along those lines, things along eating healthier, getting active, going for runs, studying something new, discovering a new side hustle, whatever it may be. If you have kids, maybe spending time with your kids. If you feel like you lack that and you need to spend more time with your kids, you're going to have to figure out in your life where you're going to get up and be able to do that. Oftentimes, most of these things aren't difficult to do. Like I said before, you just have to deep within and find it inside you to mentally be disciplined enough to better yourself. I like to see the brain as a muscle. Just like you do your bicep curls, you bring the weight up and down and you feel it burn and it gets harder. But the more you train that muscle, the more defined it gets, the stronger it gets. Just like your mental health. The more you train your brain to understand that it can accomplish anything that you set your mind to, the stronger your mental toughness is going to be. The more capable you're going to be of accomplishing things, the easier it's going to be for you to do things that you don't want to do, that you have to do. You're going to be less likely to falling into procrastination, and you're overall just going to live a better quality of life, because you're inevitably going to be a happier person mentally. Obviously, no human is perfect, and I don't think you can necessarily master this, because everything in life is ongoing. If you guys want to grow your wealth, it's the same as anything else. Right? This number never ends, and you have to figure out how to just keep it pushing. Just like your health, you could be the healthiest person, but there's always something better that you can do. There's always a place to work on in life. There's always an aspect to work on in life. And I think that's why I love life, to be honest. It's like a video game, but it never ends. Until you die, obviously, but shit. That's why I like life, because it's like a video game. Consistent work will amount to you achieving new highs, new levels, breaking new boundaries. Think about it that way. Give it some thought, and I hope you guys wrote down your homework, and that'll bring us to the end of the video. So please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.